Come into the room. Come into the room. I am the H-Town vet, and I'd like to welcome you to this live stream, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans and their dependents. As I said, we'd like to welcome you, those that have shown up. And as people file in, we appreciate you for being here. As we said, I am the H-Town vet, and I'd like to welcome you to our channel, a place where we will discuss a variety of benefits available to veterans, active duty members, and their dependents. Family, we're glad that you're here tonight. Let us know that you're here. Betty Bob says, H-Town, good evening. Hope you had a lovely weekend. I did. It was wonderful. Glad to see you, my sister. Glad to see you, to hear from you. The chat will be live chat, active chat. You can comment. This is a participation thing here. Yes, you can chat. We're going to limit it to 5 days. We did go to 3 months, but I'm going to do 5 days if somebody has to be subscribed for 5 days. We've been doing pretty good. So we're going to go back to what we were doing before 5 days. That way, somebody has to be subscribed to chat at least 5 days. So, but we've been doing very good. We thank y'all, appreciate y'all for conducting yourselves properly in the chat. Now, family, there's a lot going on. We know that the Washington Post did what I consider the hit piece against the veterans, dealing with these claims and that whether we deserve the benefits and veterans committing fraud and all of these companies helping veterans with their benefits. And we did call them out for that, the Washington Post. However, at the same time, content creators and some of these companies need to take some responsibility also, because we did a live stream, as you see here, where they say they make it easy, they guarantee 100%. That sounds like a pyramid scheme. And so a lot of civilians looking at the things that's being said by many times veterans, they can see it as suspect. You can't promise anybody VA disability. It's based on evidence and VA law. Now, family, Jay Oliver came in the building, said, H-Town and the family, good evening. Then we have Charleston said, evening, shipmate Betty Bops. I did get notified. Great. And everybody speaking to each other. I want to know, I checked my sound. It sounds good. Let me know if it's okay. We're trying to make sure that sound is wonderful. Now let us continue, family. Thank you for being here. The main thing is, family, we're going for our benefits. We're going for what we're entitled to. Money is a part of the process. It's part of what makes us whole. That's why it's called compensation. But we got to be careful with the greed, because people will set traps promising you that what they'll do. Okay, Betty Bob said the sound is wonderful. Thank you. And nobody can guarantee you anything without seeing your evidence. And even if they see the evidence, they can't guarantee you anything. Then, even if that's the laws clearly back it up, the VA still might deny your claim. Sometimes you got to look at it as not a race, but not a sprint, but a marathon. H-Town, I did get notified. Let us know in here if you got notified or not. Let us know. Family, we got some good information. And we have to watch what's going on when people saying, hey, veteran, I'm going to get you this. A lot of times they stepping over you to get to their goal. So be careful when you're signing contracts or anything with somebody saying that they're going to help you with your benefits. Because remember, your signature will be on those documents. And if it's somebody that's not accredited, or even if they are accredited, no outside promises outside the contract. I'm not telling grown folks what to do. So, OJ Oliver, you shining me or hazing me. Y'all cutting up. Yeah, loving y'all, family, that y'all in here tonight. Now, if the information is informative, please, we'd like to win your like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Now, family, it's time to get on topic, and we're going to do that right now. Okay, family, and the topic for tonight is, we're going to get to the topic. We're dealing with veteran populations by state. Okay, we've somewhat covered this before, but this is updated as of 2023. Some of you informed me that there are some changes. One state is on the top now that wasn't on the top before. We're going to get into this information. Let me know if my sound's still good, because I adjusted my mic. Now, the question that we're going to be answering, and first we're going to ask you, what are top 10 veteran populated states? What are the top 10 veteran populated states? She say the sound is wonderful still. Thank you so much. Quality is important. Let's get into it. Now, when it comes to veteran population by state, depending on a veteran moving, sometimes they move out of the country, but we're dealing with the veterans that are in the United States, all right, and the District of Columbia, known as DC. Well, when you're dealing with that, when one state gets a larger population of veterans, another state might decline in the amount of veterans there. Let us continue. So we're going to be dealing with the top 10. I want y'all to put in the chat the state that you feel. You can just put the whole, name or the state, or you can just put the prefix or the abbreviation for the state. What state do you believe has the largest veteran population? Put it in the chat. We would appreciate that. Let us know, family. So we have J. Oliver responded first saying Texas, which is correct. Then Charleston says Texas. Sister Betty Bob said California. It was California. I was just recently informed that it changed. Rosita D says Texas. And brother Rosita D just come in saying, good evening, H-Town. Good evening, H-Town vet, and salute the chat. Just coming from a chili cook-off at the church. Well, that's good. Ain't nothing wrong with some good cooking on the grounds of the Lord's house. You understand? Nothing wrong with that. Let us continue. Now what? Okay. Now, let's get into it. The top 3, starting this change since 2023. The stats kind of, you got to wait till the year ends. So as of 2023, Texas is number 1 in its veteran population. States with the largest veteran population. Here are the top 3. Texas being first with 1,408,010 veterans. California being second with 1,355,920 veterans. Florida coming in third with 1,347,330 veterans. The reason I'm reading it clearly because some people may have visual problems. We want to make sure everybody is addressed and included. All right, fam? Those that have hearing or vision problems. So, family, are you surprised? Why do you think, and y'all tell me in the chat, why do you think that Texas surpassed California? And I'll give you my opinion on that. Why do you think now Texas has a larger population than California? That's one question. All right. Family, y'all answer that question. And the other question, why do you think these are the top 3 states when it comes to our veterans living in these states? Let us know if y'all would like to comment on that. So let us continue, family. The 4th state is Pennsylvania, the state of our brother. Now, hold on. I got to go back a minute here. I want you to put, I forgot to ask this. All right. If you're currently living in one of these states, put it in the chat. If you're currently living in Texas, or you right now, wherever, if you're living in one of these states, put it in the chat. All right. I'm H-Town, and I'm in the Houston area, Richmond, Texas. So I put in the chat. All right. Y'all can answer the question also. So put it in the chat. So I asked the question, why did Texas go over or surpass California? Charleston say Texas over California because the state veteran benefits for disability. That could be one of the things. Yeah, and you get more bang for your buck, in my opinion. It's a lower cost of living in Texas than it is in California. But California got a lot of benefits, and a lot of people that live in California that are veterans are moving to Texas because they're opening up a whole lot of what do you call it, Amazons all over, because we have lots of land and they can operate here cheap. California recent woes probably cause veterans to hesitate to go there. Possibly. All right. I'm glad y'all input. Now let us know if you're from one of these 3 states. If you're from Texas, put TX. If you're from California, put CA for California. I think it's CA, right? And if you're from Florida, put FL. If you live in this state currently, let us know. And let us continue, family. And we thank you for your patience here. The 4th state, we already said, is Pennsylvania. If you are from Pennsylvania, put your abbreviation in the chat. Pennsylvania has 656,112 veterans that were living there in 2023. In that year, and by the end of the year, Pennsylvania. Do you live in any of these cities, Charleston? Let us know where you from. Now, Charleston, also Texas got cheaper pickup trucks. Probably so. Yeah, we big on pickup trucks. But were y'all surprised? Now, since Texas is since Pennsylvania is has the 4th largest veteran population, who do you think has the 5th largest veteran population? And brother, put PA in the chat, Charleston. If you're from PA, put PA in the chat. Now he said a lot of Vietnam veterans in Pennsylvania. Okay, a lot of Vietnam veterans. Okay, all right. He PA. Why do you think? Do you think they offer enough benefits, Charleston, for your state? Let us know. Let us continue, family. Oh, I'm about to go to number 5. What's number 5? Our sister say Virginia. You live so close to Virginia. Why don't you move there from Baltimore? The DMV. Yeah. Let's see. What is the fifth largest? What is the fifth largest veteran population? Well, I think if you put the DMV all together, they might be just as big as some of the other them if you combine them. And DMV stands for DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Let's see. Virginia is number 5, as our sister said, VA for Virginia. It has 637,971 in 2023. It's 2025 now. They say VA. Okay, VA. I lived in Virginia for 6 years. Now, anybody live in VA, put VA in the chat. Put live in VA. Put VA in the chat. Okay, if you live in VA, put live VA. I went to it already. Number 6 is Ohio. Ohio has 626,617 veterans. So let's see what our brothers say. Okay, live in VA. So Rose City D, do you like the benefits in VA? When I ask the question, anybody live in Ohio? Put live in Ohio, or the abbreviation for Ohio. Now, our brother says here, Charleston says, no Vietnam veterans were drafted. We have local county draft boards. No deferments were handed out. What? None? That's wild. Now, listen to what Jay Oliver say. I am surprised about Ohio. That is pretty interesting that Ohio is has the 6th largest veteran population. Because it's not really up there when it comes to size. And listen what Rose City D say. Yes, but they have passed the bill for the free toll. They haven't passed the bill for the free tolls yet. Yeah, Virginia got a lot of tolls. So who's surprised about Ohio? Betty Bob say, I am surprised about Ohio. Now, who do y'all think, what state is number 7 when it comes to the size of their veteran population? What state is 7th? Let me give y'all a chance to say that. And what are the major cities in Ohio? Cleveland. I know Cleveland, Ohio. What's that other? Dayton, Ohio. I was surprised about Ohio. Okay. What's the next state, family? Georgia? You think it's Georgia? That's what Rose City did. What's the next state, family? What do y'all think is number 7 when it comes to the 7th, the state with the 7th largest veteran population? Okay. Jay Oliver says New Mexico. Okay. Any other guest? And then Betty Bob say 7th is Arizona. Okay. Let's see. Number 7 is North Carolina. I didn't see that coming when I did this research for this. I was surprised about that. North Carolina is going up. Now we have Coasty in the house. He says, hello, H-Town and family. Everybody show love to Coasty. When it comes to veteran populations, North Carolina is number 7 with 618,846 veterans in 2023. The time that this research was done. Now, and family, thank you for being here, Coasty. We're so glad, family. We're putting out the real information here, okay? Now, listen, is anybody surprised by North Carolina being number 7? NC name surprised. I didn't see that. Who's surprised, or you can put not surprised by North Carolina being number 7. So you can put 7 not surprised or 7 surprised. Let us know, fam. Nah, number 8 is Georgia. You mentioned Georgia. I've got to stop. Number 8, so you wasn't surprised. Number 8 is Georgia. Georgia has 608,876 veterans. That's a lot. That's over 500,000. Now, are you surprised about Georgia? I am surprised because the Union states have vets. Yeah. Now, Georgia. Anybody lives in Georgia? If you live in Georgia, put GA in the chat. If you live in Georgia, they have a lot of military bases. How many military bases do they have in Georgia? Let us know. This is Rose City D saying, I can see North Carolina, Fort Bragg, Camp Lejeune, and Polk Air Force Base. Yes, they got a solid number of military bases. Which one of them? Is it Fort Bragg that overlaps? That's in, which is it, Fort Benning or Fort Bragg that's in 2 states? It kind of overlaps in 2 states. Let us know. Who do you think is number, since I kind of slipped up here, who do you think is number 9? What's the state with the 9th largest veteran population? Go ahead and put it in there. Anybody in here from Georgia? If you from Georgia, live Georgia, put live Georgia in there, GA. Live GA if you live in Georgia right now. Now, Rose City D says, Fort Benning. Oh, okay. Fort Benning is in Georgia and Alabama. It crossed 2 states. So what's going to be the 9th one? Come on, family guests. Betty Bob say the 9th one is Maryland. Okay, let's see. Now, Jalva say, as we say in Louisiana, Beauty Cup, lots of bases in Georgia. I pushed it up. We have 6 likes and 6 watching. Thank you, family. So you say Tennessee is next, has the 9th largest veteran population. What state has the 9th? The 9th largest veteran population. You say Tennessee. Betty Bob say Maryland. Okay. Any other guesses? We're about to see now. New York. Did anybody see this coming? Did you see New York having, oh Lord, I didn't even do that like that. Let's get this right. Let me get this right. Okay, there we go. Now, did you see New York having the 9th largest veteran population? We have 50 states, and we're not talking about New York City. We're talking about the whole state of New York. Then we have Rose City D say, boo cool, H-Town. What y'all trying to say? We ain't saying that. We ain't saying that. Then we have Charles say, no. New York, New York State has the 9th largest veteran population with 607,728 veterans in 2023. All right, family, who saw that coming? If you live in New York, NY on there, put NY in the chat. Are you surprised by New York? If you're surprised, let us know about New York being the 9th largest veteran population. Coachy say, New York surprised me. Who is surprised by New York being 9th? Come on, family. Now, we have J. Oliver say, correct translation, roll for LA word. Okay. All right. Because I know, I can't do it. That French talk got me. Now, I put Illinois out there. The 10th one is Illinois. Illinois has 493,667 veterans. Anybody in here from Illinois, put your abbreviation, or you can put Illinois in the chat. Are you surprised about Illinois? Put Illinois and surprised. If you're from Illinois, put live Illinois. We have Ben Olive in the house. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. So Jay Oliver say surprised by New York. Okay. Then Vin Olive says, hello, everyone. Now, they speaking to her. I mean, Vin Olive. Then Betty Bob say, husband from Illinois. Okay. Chicago is in Illinois. I know that. Now, we got that, but we got a little more for you now. Anybody surprised? We got a little more. We have an honorable mention. What is the 11th largest, the state with the 11th largest veteran population? I want y'all to guess. Who you think is number 11? I know we gave y'all 10, but we added one more to the game. Let us know which state has the 11th largest veteran population. You can guess. You're welcome to do so. If you are from Illinois, put it in the chat. If you're surprised about Illinois being 10th, put in the chat. So we have Charleston say Tennessee. What makes you pick Tennessee as the 11th largest veteran population? Let us know. And you see how they're spread out. It's not necessarily southern states. It's not necessarily northern states. They kind of all over the place. And we're gonna. Anybody else have any guesses? We're gonna reveal it now. Now let's see what we have here. The 11th largest state is Washington State. Okay. The home of Seattle, Washington is there. Anybody surprised? The veteran population in Washington State is 486,714. Coasty said Washington State. Okay. He got it. Now, that is the 11th largest. He say Coasty guessed. He say you guessed, Coasty. Yes, indeed. Well, y'all a mess. Now, stop saying now. But Alaska has the highest percentage of veterans. I should have held it. I keep clicking. Now, that means out of 100% of the people that live in Alaska, 12.2% of them are veterans. So that means out of 100, 12 of them are veterans. They have a high percentage, even though. Now, I want to ask you this here. What state has the lowest veteran population? Now, I want y'all to do this here. Oh, we doing percentages now? Well, that's just a look. We got to make them feel important. They up in Alaska. They separated from us. Now, it ain't as many veterans there, but they have the highest percentage of veterans. Does that make them more patriotic, Brother Charleston? Please let us know. Oh, and you may want to leave early, Brother Charleston. You're going to get real triggered tonight. Oh, boy. Now, what state has the lowest veteran population? Guess. What do y'all think? And are y'all surprised that Alaska has the highest percentage of veterans? Are you surprised by Alaska? Put AL. What's the abbreviation for Alaska? I forget. Or you can just put Alaska in the chat. Well, y'all ain't said nothing. I'm going to go ahead and put it out there. The state with the lowest veteran population is Vermont. All right. Oh, you said Wyoming. Hawaii. Then I was thinking Hawaii. Now, so Vermont, 34,076 veterans in 2023. DC, which is a territory, it has less, but it's more of a city. It has 20,481. Now, we have to look up Puerto Rico. I don't know. Are we doing territories also? No. Then I say number 2 is Puerto Rico, probably. So let's see. Are y'all surprised by Vermont? Now, Alaska, AK for Alaska, I think you're right. Vermont is very small. What's the least populated state in the United States? Let us know. Now, family, now we're going to do a little bit more. We're just about done. We got a little bonus. How many veterans, I want y'all to guess, in 2023, how many veterans were there? Now, this 2025. As of this year, how many veterans are there in the United States? So the first one, this is a Pew Research study done this year. How many are there? Let us know. How many veterans are there? And don't look it up, just guess. How many veterans are there in the United States? It's in the millions. Charleston say 1 million. Well, there's 1.4 million in Texas, so we know it's got to be, and it's over 1 million in Texas. It has to be in the million. 600 million. Okay, let's see. Betty Bob Charleston say 1 million. Come on, guess, family. How many veterans are there in the United States? We're not counting the ones overseas, but in the United States. Anybody else have any guess? Give you 5 seconds to do that. All right, we're going to get to it now. Oh, first, I got to cover this here. So Charleston say change to 3.5 million. Coastie say 70 million. We're going to see. Now, states with no income tax, and this is good for veterans that may be retired also. Alaska, Florida, Nevada, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington State, and Wyoming. So you start seeing overlap. Now think about it. No income taxes in Alaska. Alaska has the highest percentage of veterans. Florida is third when it comes to the number of veterans and no income tax. And I think everybody mentioned Tennessee. Tennessee is like 14th when it comes to veteran population. It didn't make the list, but it's like 14th. And you know, Texas is number 1 and no income taxes. And Washington State is number 11. And Wyoming ain't too far down. They're pretty good. I forget where they at on the list is when it comes to veteran population. But none of these states have income taxes. So if you're a retired military, this will be the place to go. And if you got your military benefit, your retirement, and your VA disability, which can't be taxed anyway, you sitting pretty. Do you like the state? What state, if you had to choose one off the list, what state would you move to? Because a year ago, I heard 1% of the population USA. Okay. Now, okay. Listen, it put from 1 to 9, if you had a state to go in other than the state you're already living in, where would you go? If you think it was good for you as far as veteran benefits. I would have to admit that I would leave my state. If I had to leave my state, you had to leave your state now, I would go to Florida. Would I go to Florida? Mm-hmm. Washington State too cold. All them other ones too cold for me. Oh, no, let me take that back. Yeah, I would go to Florida or Tennessee. You can pick, okay. Where would you go? Pick two. I would go to, I'll do number 2 or number 6. If I had to choose, it'd be 2 or 6, Florida or Tennessee. I like because they both southern states. Coastie say he would go to Florida or Texas. All right. Charleston say he would go to Alaska. Like Nicole J. Oliver said, he would go to number 8, Washington State. Can't deal with the cold. Betty Bob said she would go to either Nevada. Somebody got a gambling issue. We're not cashing dispersions, are we? Or number 1, Alaska. I'm surprised that y'all not shying away from the cold. I'm surprised. Well, Betty Bob from New York, what I'm talking about. And a lot of y'all from up, in these cold areas. Now let's see what the number was for the veterans. Let's see. Now let's deal with demographic information. First, we're going to talk about how many veterans there are. Y'all gave different numbers. Some said it's, let's see. Charleston says 1 million veterans. Betty Bob says 600 million. Charleston changed it to 3.5 million. Coatsy say 700 million. Let's see. He said there is hardly anyone in Wyoming. Yes, indeed. I'm sorry, I forgot to go over your information. Now let's see what we have here. Jay Oliver say he would go to 8 and 9. Let me go back to that. He would go to Washington, D.C. or Wyoming. Jay Oliver says, H-Town, I ain't going outside. So you go there, you're not going to go outside. You the best. You're going to stay at the house all the time with the snow you're not dealing with. So let's deal with this. Let's see what's the veteran population. It's 18.3 million veterans in the United States. Okay. 18.3 million. Now I got another question for you, and I'm going to talk about this, but tell us what percentage of that 18.3 million, what percentage is female veterans from out of, from 0 to 100%. What percentage of the U.S. military, all branches, is female veterans? What percentage is female veterans? Let us know what you think. What y'all think? Put y'all word in there. Oh, you said I put 18, 2 point. Okay. I didn't know. I'm sorry if I missed it. What percentage? Now, what's the number? Just put a percent. Oh, well, I guess you say 1.5 million. I guess got to live with that. 3.5 million. So let me see what it'll be. $1.5 million, okay. 3.5 million, about 20%, 37%. Let's get to it. In this year, 2025, the percentage of female veterans is 11%, and male veterans is 89%. Okay. Just dealing with the genders of male and female. Are you surprised by that? Charleston say 33%. The person that I feel that was the closest, Betty Bob's 1.5 million, because I'm thinking if there's 18 million, that'll be 18.3 million. That's like 10% of that would be, I don't know, it'd be like 1.8 million. So that's close. %, female, 33%. Wow. I doubled it. Nobody got that one right, but it's 11%. But a lot of times women be in critical positions. That's why we see them so often. Now, let's continue, family. I didn't mean to do it, but the Gulf War is the branch of service, the Gulf War era. So whatever era you was in, the largest veteran population, remember it's 18.3 million, 7.8 million of those 18.3 million served during the Gulf War era, either, on actually being on ground or was in the military during that time. Okay? So that's the largest veteran population, Gulf War era, if you served in the military during that time. Right now, that's the largest veteran population. It used to be Vietnam veterans, but as they age, you know how that goes. People pass away. Let us continue. So, did we answer the question? Yes, no, or maybe? Did we answer the question? All right. And let's talk about what the question was. Smash that like button if this information has been informative, family. Did we answer the question? And the question was, all right, this was the question. What are the top 10 veteran populated states? Did we answer the question? Jay Oliver say yes. Now you say, Charleston says, not fair. Gulf War was first National Guard deployed overseas. Yeah, that's kind of, they wasn't all active duty. You're right. They kind of added other people in. They did that to avoid the draft. Now, Betty Bob said, yes, you answered the question and had a good time with gaining facts. Yes, family. Go back and watch this information. We're not doing the sensational stuff. We're bringing y'all the information that y'all need. This is very important. Family, this is what we're here to do. When you're not coming with, we're going to have some excitement here and there, but we got to give you the truth. All right? This is very important for us to bring truth to power. Now, if this information is informative, please like, and we'd appreciate it. Share with others. And if we've won your subscription, please subscribe. Now, VA law, family. We're not going to go over VA law. We went over it last time. Tonight, we got a lot to go over. So we're not going to do VA law tonight. Do apologize. We're going to VA news. Now, first part of the news that we're covering is Veterans Day. Veterans Day is November the 11th, 2025. Am I correct? So let me know what's your plans. Just give us a little chat in there. Betty Bob say we have 9 likes and 6 watching. Thank you. Because people have other things they're doing, but we appreciate you being in the room. We want to win your likes and subscription. And we thank you for the patience, the kindness, the respect that you show us. What would you be? I'm going to California pizza myself. So Jay Oliver say that was very telling that the reserves were immediately, guard were relieved, and active were held as backfield. Very different logistics. Yes, indeed. All right, family, we're going to get into it. Got a fair use there, because we're going to watch some videos. Oh, we got some Dougie talks because we want to thank Brother Charleston for giving us information. You kind of brought this on yourself, my brother. So we're going to go over some information tonight. And we thank y'all for being so incredibly patient with us. And we've been in here 45 minutes, but we're going to cover facts in here. We're not here just to stroke your ego or to have you chasing, funds. You do things the right way, the money gonna follow. Okay? That's important to know. And I think I turned that music off. Yes. So let me verify that, and I appreciate you. Excuse me, family. So let's see what we got here. Dougie Talks today. What are we going to cover first, family? First, we're going to deal with the fact that when Doug Collins, I believe it was the 5th of February when he became the Secretary of VA, and he did a clip on the VA channel or website where he had a clip where he spoke about, the cuts in veteran benefits and VA healthcare. Now it's H-Town. Now you triggered me. I really wasn't expect Pastor Dougie. He gonna be here because we have to do some fact checking up in the house. Do you understand? H-Town told y'all some things, and we gonna see if H-Town was lying. Okay? We gonna see, was H-Town making that stuff up? And the first thing we're gonna look at is this video with Pastor Dougie when he was when he became Secretary of VA. And I want y'all to do something for me. Make sure if the sound is good, let us know. And this is when he addressed veterans. Now, I got it kind of pulled forward, so I appreciate you. So he said, when they asked him, so I haven't put the sound up yet, but when I do, I will. I do this all the time. Now, on February 21st, he came out and there was concern about him cutting veteran benefits, people being fired. And he stated the question. People are telling him veteran benefits are going to be cut. He said in so many words, because he's a politician, he didn't say no, but he said pretty much said he danced around it, saying that that's not going to happen. Okay, this is an actual clip of when him quoting that, and we're going to get his own words, right? So, family, thank you for your patience. And this happened, remember, February the 21st, 2025. We're gonna walk this thing, slow walk it. Fair use, fair use. This is for educational and informative purposes. So we really appreciate you being patient with us as we go over this information. So let's start. I guess we can start it from the beginning. Let me see. Okay, we're gonna go back a little bit. Hopefully I should have marked this one too. Okay, let's see. Here we go, family. Say the Pastor Dougie doing a two-step. Let's see. Here we go. Let's hear him from him.
Facing. Those are the kind of things we're doing. So it's not being cut. Whopper number 2. And here we go. Whopper number 3. Strike. This one is one I want you to really listen to. The VA is laying off people who answer the veteran crisis
now,
line.
I'm gonna have to start this from the beginning. Yeah, that way we don't miss nothing. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, everybody, we're doing things differently here at the VA, and I've told you, you've been seeing me on video, you've been hearing me talk about it. We're putting veterans number 1 back at the VA. That may be a little different than what we've seen in the past, but this is why we're doing it. And look, when you
let me know if you can hear, put here or put some speakers in the chat.
You're doing things, you're making moves, you're making good moves. Motion causes friction. But I found out something. I've been gone from DC for a little bit, But I just found out undoubtedly Burger King has opened a franchise in the Senate side of the House and on Capitol Hill. I don't know what's happened, but Whoppers are flying out the door everywhere. Let me tell you what I've heard. Whopper number one going out the door. VA healthcare is going to suffer. That couldn't be anything further from the truth. In fact, what we've done is actually strengthen VA healthcare and VA benefits by actually putting a cap on that. We've protected positions so that veterans are not going to have any diminishment in their health or their benefits. You know how we did that? We blocked off 300,000 positions and said they're not going to be touched. They're mission critical. Because why? Our veterans are mission critical. Whopper number two.
Now here comes the Whopper. I think he's talking about like a Whopper, like it's a lie. It's, it's a fake. So you can hear it. Here we go. Y'all can hear me. Okay. Now, family, let's see what he's saying. The other thing that's not true. He's trying to dispel any myths that are being put out there in rumors. Let's go. This is back in February now.
His veterans benefits are going to be cut. I've told you they're not. I've tried.
He say they're not. He say veteran benefits are not going to be cut. Hold on. Come on now. Let's listen.
They're not. I've tried to tell you this before. This was.
Let me go back.
Whopper number two. His veterans benefits are going to be cut.
So they say that's the lie, the second lie that people saying veteran benefits are going to be cut. Look what he say. He said,
I've told you they're not. I've tried to tell you this before. This was like a Whopper with no tomato. It just doesn't fit. But
so remember that a veteran benefit is a veteran entitlement or something they're entitled to if they qualify for it. And we're going to break that down.
Because here's the other problem with that. We took almost $98 million that were being spent elsewhere and put it toward veterans care and veterans facing. Those are the kind of things we're doing. So it's not being cut. Whopper number two.
So, okay, family. So we got that. What y'all think about that? Okay. That's what he said. Now, the third thing, next thing we're going to cover is him. When we went over the video of him calling veterans, in so many words, victims, okay? That if you file for increase, no victims are allowed. Veterans are not victims. You shouldn't have to keep going back and back. Let's see what happened. We covered this, okay, fam? We covered this video the next month. After February, when he came in, he went on the Sean Ryan's podcast, former Navy SEAL Sean Ryan, and this was on March the 31st. So he was busy in March. Now, this is next month, March, after February. Sorry about that. So he went on there and he made some statements. And we're going to actually go over the video that we covered, fair use, fair use. He went over there and he went on that date, but we covered it this is our thumbnail. We covered it on April 6, 2025. So about 7 days later, we did a video on it. So we're going to get into that video now. We appreciate your patience and we thank you for being patient with us. Now, let me see. Can I find it? Okay. All right. There it is. Okay. I have that. All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's get to it. We appreciate your patience. This is my video. You know I'm crazy. You know I'm about to do a fair use on my own video. All right, fair use, fair use. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm not going to put a strike against myself, but Betty Bob said we have 8 likes and 9 watching. Thank you. Thank you for being here, everybody. So this is our video. So what you're going to see now is my actual video. So this is back and when I said it was, right after it came out. So I'm going to take myself off of the screen. And when you hear me talking now, this is from back in April, okay? This is not, so let me take myself off. Now you're going to see a little mini me on there, but this is from before, so don't get confused. And this is talking about veterans seeking increases and the Secretary of the VA position on that, or his attitude toward veterans seeking increases. We're going to tie this thing in. I can tell you he's against it. Okay. Say thank my OB say thank you, Alaskan Ice. Thank y'all. Y'all have been this has been a wonderful time, and I'm so happy that it's Baby Bob's birthday. Now, here we go. What is his position? We're about to find out. Does he believe in VA compensation at all? We'll see. Let's get into it, fam.
Getting into the background of how they, how we're working this stuff. And folks, if you've earned a benefit, take your benefit.
Okay, this is the part of the video that had the most controversy. He said, if you earn the benefit, take the benefit. So he seems like he's for you getting your VA compensation benefits. He feel like he's for you getting your other VA benefits. That's what he sounds. But he's talking in particular about VA compensation benefit. He said, if you earn the benefit, take the benefit. Now, follow. Listen to what he says next.
You've earned the benefit. But also there's a lot of them encouragement to go back. And I think that frustrates a lot of veterans.
So what he said, there's a lot of encouragement to go back. And that frustrates a lot of veterans to go back and file for increases. See how general he is? He don't talk about filing claims. He don't talk about filing for an increase. He say, go back and go back. That's real vague, unprofessional talk, isn't it? Now look what he say. He say, I vote no, H-Town. Dougie, not for increase. So he say, don't go back and back. Go back for what? See how vague and how slick he talk? And he can tell you later on, that's not what I meant. Because he won't use the word increase. The only reason you go back once you get service connected is for an increase, right? Or you were denied. He could be talking about you shouldn't go back if you're denied. Now look what Alaskan Knight say. You have to go back when claims are unjustly denied. Not according to him. If you denied, that's just going to frustrate you. And look what else he says. If you keep going back, he said, you don't need to keep doing that because what? You are not what? Listen to this.
And you've heard this like I have. I want it to be known veterans are not victims.
Mm-hmm.
We're not. We went into the profession. We done that. And
he say we are not victims. So going back to file for an increased claim, going back when you get a denial, going back until you get the claim approved, he's saying you are a victim. And we are not victims. Listen to this guy. And so we shouldn't have to do all that because we're not victims. Listen, I want you to hear this. Oh,
hey, if
Lord.
you conceal carry, then you're probably going to want this
joke. For her, and I let her know, and we let her know. She was on that video. So that was a past video we were just looking at. What do y'all think of what he said? Listen, they have to go back and back. Listen here, veterans are not victims. So because we file for we appeal a claim, we file for an increase, does that mean that make us a victim? In my opinion, no. But what you say, Charleston says, Pastor Dougie was talking of medical education, VA loans, benefits only. Okay. Okay. Now, that's interesting. Uh-oh, look what happened on look what happened coming up here. Watch this. On October 24th, 2025, judge rejects secretary's request to pause veterans claims appeals. So, hold on. Talk to me now. The same man said that veteran benefits would not be affected in the first video. He said nothing will happen. He tried to get veterans claims to be paused. So you on froze while you trying to get your benefits. You can't make your house payment. You trying to wait. He gonna stall the process, meaning you got to pick back up what that is. You got to start from that point. They're gonna freeze them. Nobody's evaluating your claims. Now, tell me, make sense. I thought filing a claim is a benefit in itself. It's an entitlement that a veteran has the benefit of being able to file a claim. Everybody show love to our brother, Joseph Price. We're glad he say, hey, family and H-Town. Yes, indeed. Everybody showing love to him. So y'all see how we just tied that in? He went from saying, listen, ain't no veteran benefits going to be messed with. Listen, ain't nothing going to be messed with. Don't worry about it. To trying to get it where they would freeze people that have appeals. People that have appeal on their claim. How long did you wait on an appeal for your claim? I've heard of people waiting 5, 3, 5, 10 years. I don't know about 10. Some it's been extreme. Now we got MG Smith said, H-Town, good evening and family. Yes, indeed. We're so glad that you are here. Now listen to what Brother Charleston says. Pastor Dougie read Washington Post article that all veterans are scammers. So they're going to put a freeze on people's appeals when it already take years. If you freeze it, you know that'll put more years onto the claim on their appeals. Everybody showing love to Brother Joseph Price and love to MG Smith. We're glad that you're here, brothers. Now, listen, family, we just putting out the truth here. We just putting out the truth. Okay? He said one thing. Now he's trying to keep veterans' appeals from going forward. He's stopping the process. He's freezing the production line, family. You understand? So if your claim is about to be reviewed by a judge, okay, he wants the judge to freeze right now and nobody go over your claim. You might have been waiting 3 years already. And my concern is they may not pick back up where they stopped. They might start reading the claim all over again. Charles say, damn that Washington Post. You say he reacted. Why you think that had an effect on him? And fam, let's talk about this thing. Let's go into this article. He over here. So Brother Charleston says, not Brother Charleston, Brother J. Oliver. Dougie also asks them to include stop volunteer activities with the claims. What? So if veterans are trying to get their claims done, this is assistance that veterans vitally need so much. And Brother Joseph Price says, hi, guys. Yes, indeed. Now, family, let's get into this thing. We're going to get into it. Let's see what the judge is talking about. He denied Secretary of the VA, Doug Collins, to be able to pause veterans' claims. That will freeze the process, stop the assembly line. And we don't want that, do we? So here it is. Judge rejects VA secretary's request to pause veteran claim appeals. Yes, indeed. This might be from Sister Betty Bops. Let's see what we got here. The U.S. Court of Appeals for Veteran Claims denied a request from Veteran Affairs Secretary Doug Collins to pause its work on veterans' claims appeals during the government shutdown. Hold on. How is that hurting anybody for these judges working on these claims? Here he pictured in the Oval Office of the White House Monday, August 25th, 2025. But this article came out October 24th, 2025. Wow. Now, listen to what they say here. A panel of judges denied a request from Veteran Affairs Secretary Doug Collins to pause the work of the court that handles appeals for veterans seeking disability compensation while the federal government is shut down. So this is what's going on here, family. This is money. If he frees the appeals, he's freezing the approval of claims and veterans getting the necessary compensation that they need, plus their back pay. He say, well, in so many words, come on now, family, they going after the money. Well, if we're freezing government workers, let's freeze the veterans getting their VA compensation, their back pay. We're not right now. They shouldn't be getting no $20,000 in back pay, $10,000, $5,000, $100,000 in back pay. It's a government freeze. This is not something this is not earned benefits. This is something that we compensated for a loss of use of our mental faculties and our physical body. This is something that we're owed because something was taken from us when it came to our health. Now, come on, am I lying, family? Am I wrong for telling the truth? Now, Collins on Monday asked the U.S. Court of Appeals for Veteran Claims to stop the processing of nearly all cases on appeal. He's saying basically over 90% at least, 90 to 99%. He said the department is set to run out of funds for the work after October 28th, and the attorneys handling the claims don't meet the criteria for working during the shutdown. What is he talking about? 100% H-Town, it sucks. Man, this is crazy, man. I'm hot. I'm laughing to keep from crying. Family, are we talking about this? I'm upset because I like Pastor Dougie. I be doing a little soft shoeing for him. I be kind of back and forth, but hey, I can't sign off on this. Man, this is heavy. Now listen to what Brother Mike said. MG Smith. He said, I said from the beginning, Dougie was a yes man, and I can't say anymore without getting vulgar. Dougie is still getting paid. Oh, Lord. He getting paid. Why can't he stand up to the president and the vice president, President Trump and the vice president, J.D. Vance? Why can't he do that for the veterans? He afraid of losing his job? Well, if he worried about losing money, how you think the veteran feel if they freeze these claims? Well, veterans don't get the back pay. You might lose your house. Might break up your family because you don't have the funds. You might not get the necessary health care that you need because your percentage dictates what treatment you get at the VA and community care. Betty Bob say exactly agree with MG Smith. Now, family, let's get to it. Now, listen to what it says here. The court's 9-judge panel, led by Chief Judge Michael Allen, denied the request, calling it significant and extreme. Wow. The judges said, no, they're not going to do it. Should all the judges be fired for not listening to the Secretary of the VA, Doug Collins? Should they be fired for not following the orders or request of Doug Collins? What do you think? Now listen to what it says here. This is what they quote. They said this. The judges of the veteran courts said, the secretary has failed to demonstrate that such sweeping relief is appropriate at this time. The judges wrote in a decision issued Wednesday. Approval of the motion would have further delayed claim decisions for veterans who already have waited years for answers, according to Carter Templeton, an attorney for the University of Michigan School of Law who handles veterans claim cases through the Missouri Veteran Law Clinic. And they probably do it pretty much kind of free and stuff. I thank God for people that help veterans like that. That's kind of upsetting to me. I got my benefits, but I don't want to see somebody else struggling. It ain't like I got mine and forget everybody else. That's why I don't like you trolls and people that come in and disrupt the channel, because you got people out there that haven't got their benefits and you want to come up here flossing, popping your collar and not worrying about the ones coming behind you. I got mine, so I don't want H-Time helping nobody else. No, we have to help others coming behind us. So keep it moving. That's why I blocked you. Now, I got a block party up in here. Now, listen to what y'all say. I told you, H-Town, Dougie is a TV pastor like the 80s, the Jimmy Swaggart, the Jim Baker. Yeah, you right. You told me. Now, we have 11 likes and 10 watching. Thank y'all, family. So, did we cover that? Did we cover that thing? Huh, family? Did we go into it? Fam? Anybody know Rev Mike? What Rev Mike used to be? Now he was the hustle preacher before all the other ones come out now. Before it was popular. He was a televangelist when being a televangelist wasn't cool. He was country when country wasn't cool. Huh? I asked the question. So, like Rev Mike, what Rev Mike used to say, you can't lose with the stuff I use. Rev Mike would say, some give 1,000, some give 100. And then he say, some don't give nothing. This he said from the pulpit. Go look him up on YouTube. He say, and some don't give nothing. He say, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Quoting the song by Billy Preston. Oh, so if I don't have money to give you, you ain't got nothing for me. Now, I want you to listen very clearly what they said. He say, pause most of the claims, but guess what claims he didn't want pause? I guarantee you it was people like Sean Ryan. I guarantee you it was people like himself, people that are in higher positions. If you're going to pause them, why didn't he want to pause all of them? How are you going to be selective in what claims, VA claims should be paused at the appeal process of it? Come on now. Court of Veteran Appeals. Who claim wasn't paused? My mother would send them cash for junk. Really pissed me off. Yes, indeed. They got a lot of our, elders like that. And the Rev Mikes and the Bakers and I remember Jimmy Swaggart now. He got on Nightline talking about they ought to put Jim Baker under the prison. Then he come out with his scandal. Caught him with them women of the night. He came on that. He could sing now. He was a very talented preacher out of Louisiana. Louisiana, for those that don't get my Southern accent. He said, I've seen he cried on national TV. And then 3 weeks later, they caught him with another prostitute. Boy, that Jimmy swaggered, but he gifted. You know who his first cousins are? Jimmy Lewis, the one the Great Balls of Fire, and his other cousin, all of them gifted. Mickey Gilley, all of them gifted. They learned the music from the black blues people. Did you hear what I said? They used to listen to them. Go look at the movie. You'll see them going to the black Jew joint, learning how to sing and do things from our culture. Go look at the movie about Jimmy Lewis, and you'll see it. Great Balls of Fire. Now, family, oh boy. Should I read more? Essentially, every single case was going to be halted. Essentially, that's fancy, but not everyone would be halted. You think they were going to halt a general's case? Huh? Somebody that was their friend? Essentially, either they were or not. And those cases were not going to be adjudicated, which means the veterans who have a case at the court and have benefits they're seeking at the court were going to be essentially be paused. And you can go watch the rest of this article and they talk about it. And maybe I should read some more. Essentially be paused. Let's see. Now, Templeton said during an interview Thursday, it was going to entirely delay their ability to receive a decision on their claims, talking about on the veterans. It's going in the department's request filed by VA General Counsel. So they have lawyers, these lawyers that benefit from the Veteran Improvement Act. They fighting on the side of the VA, not on the side of the veteran. That's what they were there for, right? This is what General Counsel says. James, I don't know how you say his name, Baehr. The agency acknowledged that delaying these veterans' cases caused due to a lack of resources is undesirable. How about unjust? I bet he getting paid. Is the general counsel getting paid? The lawyer, the head lawyer for the VA, is he getting paid? Now, but B wrote, the lapse of funds for the Department Office of General Counsel will preclude its staff from performing the official functions necessary to satisfy the court's filing deadlines in most of the cases currently pending. During the shutdown, which began October the 1st, most federal workers were placed on furlough, while others who are considered essential employees were working without pay. Essential employees are those whose work has been designated as necessary to protect life and property, including national security, law enforcement, medical care, air traffic controllers, or more. No, my daughter got on the plane and it was delayed because they didn't have enough air traffic controllers. Now let's go here. Let's see what Doug Collins says. Collins said employees who work in the Office of General Counsel Veterans Claims Litigation Group would generally not be deemed accepted employees from furloughs. Exempt, okay. Is that exempt? Okay. Now, the judge disagreed. The court has determined that its judicial review of veterans' benefits is an accepted function that continues notwithstanding a lapse in appropriations they wrote. Think about it, family. The VA is funded years ahead of time. What they talking about ain't no money. They already put the money in for this year. They probably had the money in for the budget already been approved. So what they talking about ain't no money there. What they gonna do with the budget? Because they already got your money already set aside. So what they mean talking about ain't no shutdown, ain't no money. Now the budget, they trying to take the money out the coffers. The money is already there. Remember, they get approved for the budget ahead of time. The VA got the money to pay that back pay, that your increase or your claim, the money for your claim, the compensation. Templeton said the way the judge's ruling was written, the VA can reconsider whether its attorney meet the criteria for employment during the shutdown, or it can file another motion using different justifications for requesting a stay, meaning like a pause, on the cases, family. All right, so that's enough on that. Let's see. Well, now we got more stuff down here. If the request has been granted, or a future motion is filed and approved, it would grind the entire appellate system at the court to a halt, Templeton said. There'd be veterans who are currently on the docket who would not be getting decisions. Let me move this over. Okay, let me move this over. Who would not be litigating their cases, and it would just essentially sit there, and they'd be waiting even longer for a decision, Templeton said. Now listen how many cases are there. The Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims considers roughly 15,000 cases each year, according to the court, and the median time for a claim appeal to be considered by the court was 222 days, 222, in fiscal year 2024. That year, the court had 429 cases that lasted longer than 18 months. Now listen, Paul Sullivan, a veteran of the 1990-1991 Persian Gulf War, fellow vet here too, and the national vice chairman of the advocacy group Veterans for Common Sense, expressed relief that the judges ruled against the request. Family, I know this is getting y'all worked up there. Uh-oh, here we go. We're almost done here. We got another paragraph and a sentence. Let's see what President Donald Trump and the VA Secretary Collins tried to prevent veterans from. So this quote is coming from, I guess, the Common Sense people organization. President, quote, Donald Trump and VA Secretary Collins tried to prevent veterans from obtaining our earned VA benefits and care by denying veterans their day in court, Sullivan said. Quote, if VA had prevented, now, quote, if the VA had prevailed with their reciprocal plan and stopped all court hearings for disability claim appeals, then as many as 15,000 veterans would have faced indefinite delays for their VA disability benefits, and in some cases, their VA care for battle wounds, toxic exposure, and psychological trauma. The VA did not respond to a request for comment by the publication. Wow, they just silent, so they ain't saying nothing. Family, let's. Ooh. Oh, I had pulled that down. Sorry about that. Now, family, y'all in here, and I'm so happy y'all in here. Let me catch up, everybody. We got Franco says hi, guys. Then say now family knows my triggers. And everybody speaking, say, how are you guys doing today? Sorry, I am late. Say, wow, you're brave to let your daughter fly right now. You right about it. I was nervous, but she went to a little retreat for her accounting firm. And everybody saying hi, Farm Girl Rebel, say hi, fam. And everybody speaking to her. I'm glad y'all in here because y'all mean so much to me. I'm going to tell you something. Dogface Soldier, y'all not here all the time, I understand. Jordan 11 Bravo, Junior, I love y'all. Alaska Nice, y'all are essential. Y'all my day one riders. You mean so much to me. And I'm here. And I'm going to tell you, you mean so. I have to say, people say, don't say I need these people, because these people was day one. Bionic Woman, day one. You understand? When I get my food stamps, I'm going to do something nice for you. Oh, they cutting them too, right? And they say, calm down, H-Town, please. Yeah, boy. It's crazy. Good evening, Air Force. Now, listen to me say, listen to our church lady. Well, I mean, Bionic Woman, because they changed our names. Good evening, Mr. H-Town vet and veteran family. Hope everyone is getting needs met during the government meltdown. That it ain't no shutdown. She described it right. It's a meltdown. Family. Now, people are not just sitting back going along with this thing. There are people in the government that are pushing back, and we're going to talk about that. Farm Girl say hi to everybody. Let's see what we got. They everybody greeting each other, and we thank you. I think I might be a day 3 ride. Yes. Now listen, what Jay Oliver says, the statistics of the court cases let us know we face an uphill battle when we get denied. So I'm sorry I didn't have it pulled up. I was reading it, but this is what I was reading right here. That's what I was reading right there, family. So I didn't want you to think I was just getting that from nowhere. This is what your H-Town was reading. Now, I forgot I didn't have it on there. Now, so he had made promises. They had made promises. Here we go. Did they deliver? Do you think all the promises y'all heard in the beginning, did the Secretary of the VA deliver on his promises? Put a Y for yes, or put yes in the chat, or thumbs up, or in for no. He said he would not touch veterans' benefits, the process, the claims, but now he's saying in so many words, well, we don't have the money for it. It ain't me. We didn't predict this shutdown. Do you think the shutdown is an excuse to stop the government from funding veterans' claim process and veterans getting their back pay, veterans getting their monthly, new disabled veterans getting their monthly compensation? Do you think that this is fair? Because they already had in the budget, so why they don't have the money? What they gonna do with the money that's already been set aside for that? Talk to me. Now, liar, dug your pants on fire. Oh God. Promises. Uh-oh. Family, somebody sent a letter to Secretary of the VA, Doug Collins. I'm going to try to get this big as I can. The Honorable, this is a letter that was sent October the 7th, 2025 to the Honorable Doug Collins, Secretary of the Veteran Affairs, U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs, and in the location, Vermont and Washington, D.C. Dear Mr. Secretary, we write to urge you to reserve your weaponization of the current lapse in appropriations and restore vital congressional communications to ensure our veterans receive the care and benefits they deserve, which are covered by now this is what we say, which is covered by multi-year appropriations and should not be affected by the current shutdown. Bam. Remember, we've watched several videos in here. H-Town has pulled up. If it's not as clear, I apologize. You know, sometimes it doesn't come out as clear, but they have multi-year appropriations. The money's been set aside for us. Every veteran in the United States, if we got 100% tomorrow, now think about what I'm about to say to you. If a veteran get their 100%, they don't say, we can't give you 100% right now because we don't have the money. Ain't no such thing. That money is already set aside. Well, we only give you 50% of it, half of it, we give you the rest 10 years later. No. The money has already been set aside. They got to, how many veterans have claims? Well, if they get approved, come on now, they get approved, we need to have enough money for this here. And they have extra money for that. Family, y'all are, y'all moving fast. Now listen to what he said here, and then we're going to get back to reading that. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say, they are playing political games with people's livelihood. Now, they're starting off with them, the people that have claims. Then they're going to come and try to cut our benefits, put a freeze on our disability, and say, hey, we're going to pay y'all 3 months later. Because, you know, they can freeze our benefits. They haven't done it yet, but they say, remember when we covered the benefits, they say it could be on the table. Am I right? Now, they don't care about regular people. Betty Bob says she don't have no confidence in what he's saying. Doug Collins. Yeah, that's that Betty. Yeah, something else. Major boom in the house, family. My family done come back home. I'm so happy. I'm rejuvenated. All that good stuff. I need to get a dictionary so I can come up with some big words. Major Boomer says, good evening, H-Town and the family. Tell Frog Princess that we miss her. We love her. We love your wife, your mother-in-law, your other two daughters. God bless your family. And we really want her to sing for Christmas. And they saying hi to Major Boomer. Everybody showing love. Man, we going to keep reading this letter. I'm yelling it because ain't nobody else telling it. Now, other than I always, you know, I don't know him, but the stuff I see, the Salty Marine, he keeping it real. I got respect for him. You can see his channel. I haven't talked to him. I don't know him. I don't know if he even want me promoting his channel, telling him to promote it. But I like the stuff he say because he comes from my heart. And we need more like him and myself coming out saying these things. I really like what he gets it, and he's not afraid to speak it. He was telling them about how, yeah, you know, they do it for the likes and views and not worrying about what's going on with the veteran. We have 11 likes and 15 watching. Thanks for the reminder, Betty. Say, I better have my direct deposit hit on the 1st of October. You know what's up. Well, we already in October. You mean the 1st of November. Are we in October yet? Now, I heard you, Franco. I have some back pay due. They say the Secretary of VA, Doug Collins, say he's trying to put that on hold. Now, listen what Farm Girl say. I like Salty Marine. Found him a few months ago. We need people. I have to encourage other content creators that are doing it the right way. See, we can't be here just competing with each other. I want to show love because I like what he's doing. Because by standing up, you ain't going to get all the views all the time. But y'all got to support the ones that's telling the truth now. Even though I do a little soft showing for Doug Collins sometimes. He's a Southern preacher. I got to, I love Southern preachers. I'm from the South. But right is right. Right is right, family. Now let's get back to it. Now let's see what we have here. Why I can't find this here? So now let me continue, fam. Why was it full screen last time? Oh, family, give me a chance. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. I'm trying to make it full screen like I had it before. And I wasn't able to manipulate it, so sorry. Let's see what we got. I didn't mean to do that. I want. Give me a second. Thank y'all for joining us. I'm trying to get it back to my full screen. I had something. What was it? All right, now there we go. Now let's go to the second paragraph on the first page. Congress has look what they said. They said they get a multi-year budget, so appropriations money. So all of our back pay, all of our new approved claims should be covered. That's in appeal. Now look what they say. Congress goes on to say, the people that's writing this letter from Congress. Congress has provided the Department of Veteran Affairs, VA, with multi-year funding, not just 1 year, multi-year, which ensures a government shutdown has minimal impact on veterans' health care and benefits. That is why we are deeply concerned that your Office of Congressional and Legislative Affairs, OCLA, refuses to initiate, dispatch, or respond to congressional inquiries on behalf of our veteran constituencies. Every single day, veterans and their families come to our office for help in getting their health care and benefits from the VA. And I have to say, I went and helped somebody go to a congressman, and he did what he could to help it. I have to say that. I'm talking about a local congressman here in Katy. So respect. He did what he could do, and he was honest what he could do and what he couldn't do. But I appreciate him for that. He helped that vet. Often they come to us as their last resort. Many times we don't go to congressmen as the first resort. We're on our last leg. We take those concerns or their specific cases directly to VA and advocate on their behalf. Thus, any delay in responding to this outreach or dispatching their cases will cause harm to veterans we serve. Who has ever used a congressman before? Put government, G-O-V apostrophe T for government, if you've ever used somebody in Congress or Senate to help you with your claim. Put that in the chat. Now, we understand that a lapse in appropriations requires certain non-essential functions to cease. However, it is imperative that the department continues to be fully open, transparent, and communicative with elected representative in Congress. Because remember, Congress was saying they were in dark. They wasn't giving, that Doug Collins wasn't giving them the proper paperwork on how many doctors they have, how many people that's working. And he go, well, I get it to you, but he never does from what they're saying. This is why we find the October 2nd, 2025 communication from OCLA Assistant Secretary Don Bergen to our committee so troubling. Not only does it show a lack of commitment to the relationship with Congress in overseeing the work that we have mandated to continue during a shutdown, but it also diminishes the role of the senator and representatives in protecting the health and welfare of our veterans, a concern which we know you share. All right. Were they throwing shade right there? And nowhere is a lack of prioritization more acute felt than with respect to the case submitted to OCLA by members' office. While we understand that in accordance with this Assistant Secretary Birkin case work involving the health and welfare of veterans will be prioritized during this lapse in appropriation, it is difficult to rationalize how every veteran-related case would not be categorized as necessary to provide the life and property of veterans. The department must revisit this prioritization scheme, this prioritizing, let's just say prioritizing scheme. They use big words, and deprecate significant staff and resources necessary to accomplish the task of responding in a timely manner to all constituencies' work cases requested, initiated by Congress. All right, let me see if y'all got any. Y'all bear with me, you know. Thank y'all for being patient with me. Let's see what y'all got here. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Foreign girl got the ghosts to take care of. Goats are in bed. Yeah, but they eat quite a bit. Yes, they do. Let me see. Okay, they're saying the government. Yes, indeed. Family, what y'all think? What y'all think? Let me see. Can I get this back up? Okay, I got it back up. Now, the last paragraph of the first page. Moreover, we are troubled that Assistant Secretary Bergen asserts that VA cannot initiate, dispatch, or respond to congressional requests during this shutdown. What you mean you can't respond? The computers still work, don't they? The use of the word cannot is likely intentional in this context. It is also greatly misleading. We know that OCLA, and I'm assuming this is a part of the government for dealing with the lawyers or whatever, dealing with Doug Collins and the VA, has carried over funding at its disposal during the shutdown. So what they're doing with that carryover funding, that money that's carried over from one year to the next, that they can use during the shutdown, are they giving it to the veteran? Are they using it to decide veterans' claims? Let us know what you think. And may choose which activity to prioritize with that funding. Oh, are they casting aspersions saying you picking and choose, after old folks used to say in the South, they picking and choose who claim they're going to put the money toward, are they going to put it toward claims at all? Or are they going to use the money to do something else? Let us know what you think. Additionally, we know that the previous administration planned to continue dispatching and responding to congressional inquiries during government shutdowns by utilizing non-furlough employees. The fact that VA has chosen not to prioritize communications with Congress on policy matters is clearly a leadership decision and a direct affront to our constitutional duties to oversee the work of the department, meaning the Department of Veteran Affairs. Now, to make matters worse, it appears that leaders within your Department of Veteran Affairs has used, and that's the OCLA too, has used congressional appropriated funds to send politically charged messages to veterans and VA staff about the shutdown and what seems to be clear violations of the Hatch Act. Who's ever heard of the Hatch Act? So they getting so they saying that they working up the veterans saying, hey, this here, Congress won't hurry up and get this shutdown over, so we're gonna start cutting y'all money. Find out what the Hatch Act, HATCH Act. We remind you and your leadership team that we are tracking these violations and taking them very serious. While the Trump administration may not enforce the Hatch Act that came up again, currently, we will not hesitate to investigate these violations. So we might have to do a live stream over the Hatch Act. I'm going to look at it over here. Now, because I don't want to change the screen, I'm looking at it on my iPad. Letters to Nice to Collins. I would have done a short one with some sailor talk. Oh, we're going to pull that up in a minute. J. Oliver say, Senator, I had helped me with my claim, sent me back a form letter that had an electro pen signature. I sent my claim denial and my resume and redacted DD-214, but realized it was a dead end. Okay. Now, let's see what they're saying here. They got 4 points that they're making here. And thank y'all for your patience. We've been in here for an hour and 47 minutes, but we want to go over this information thoroughly. To that end, we respectfully request the following information as soon as possible. Number one, please provide us with a status of funding report for the Office of Congressional and Legislative Affairs. And that's the OCLA. Along with a specific breakdown of prior fiscal year carryover and a delineation of which activities within OCLA this funding has been dedicated toward. Number two, please provide a breakdown of current staffing levels within the OCLA, desegregating by function. Additionally, we would like a breakdown of how many staff have left the OCLA since January 3rd, 2025, desegregating by reason of their departure to include retirement, regular or VERA, delayed resignation program, termination, reassignment, or other. Number three, according to Assistant Secretary Burgeon message, OCLA staffing is committed to working on government shutdown activities. Please provide a detailed description of those activities, along with a list of which specific staff are assigned what duties during this shutdown. And under that, they have a couple of things. Let me go on. I'm going to go to number 4. It is come to our attention that information has continued to be shared with the House Committee on Veteran Affairs majority, which has not been shared with either the its Committee on Veteran Affairs minority or the Senate Committee on Veteran Affairs majority and minority. Even after the shutdown commenced, contrary to Mr. Burkian's message, please provide us with all communications sent to the House Committee on Veteran Affairs or House Committee on Veteran Affairs, okay. Majority of which the minority was not copied or provided. So they're saying that the Republican leaders had it, but the Democratic, who's a minority right now, didn't. Mr. Secretary, we respect that you have a difficult task of maintaining access to care and benefits during an uncertain funding environment. However, it is crucial that you review the, I got to go to the next page. So family, give me some patience here. And I'm at the top of the one to the page to the left, that you review the Congress as a part of its effort and not as view Congress as part of the effort and not the enemy. Therefore, we encourage you to continue robust communications with Congress and dedicate sufficient time, both staff and your own, to the task. Thank you in advance for your attention to this matter. And we look forward to your timely response. So they got different, these are the people that we often see in the Congress videos that I cover. There they are. Richard Brunel. Let me see who else I recognize. McCormick, I recognize them. Kennedy, and down at the bottom, Hirano, he very well spoken. Seth Duckworth, Dexter, yes, I remember a lot of these. Now, family, what y'all think of that? Oh, everybody in the left me. Now, family, we covered that. Let me get out of this here. Now, let's see what we got here. Thank y'all for those that was patient and stayed with us. Now, Jay Oliver says, let's see what we got here. The senator I had, okay, I read that one. So now Betty Bops looked up the Hatch Act. The Hatch Act is a federal law that restricts certain political activities of federal employees and some state and local employees who work with federal funded programs to ensure that the government programs are run in a non-partisan manner. It prohibits federal employees from engaging in partisan political activities while on duty or using federal property. While the act allows for some political participation, it prohibits actions like using a government computer for political activities or using one's office title to endorse a candidate. So, Doug Collins can't say, I endorse this guy as the Secretary of the VA. I endorse this Republican over here. And so that's what they say. You can't. Let's see. Let me catch. Let me make sure I miss. So Jay Oliver say that is a union request for information. Okay, that's how you do it. Now let me see what our brother says here. Brother Charleston says, shipmate Betty Bops, remember the Navy was hard on that act. Remember even talking to news, we had to get permission request. Chick. Yes, indeed. Yes, we did. So that act has been around a while. How long has that act been around? The Hatch Act. We're learning something new, family. I never heard of it. Jay Oliver say, just like a congressional board request for information. Really good way to put it, Jay Oliver. Betty Bob say, we got 13 likes and 7 watching. Thank y'all, family, for joining us and being patient with us because we had to go through that thing. Now, about our channel, family, we did that in an hour and 56 minutes. I know my reading, I couldn't read it as good. I'm a little dyslexic, so y'all got to be patient. I do know how to read somewhat, and some words I don't. It's hard for me to pronounce when they do it all in this legal jargon. But thank you for being patient with me. About our channel, family, for those that are new to the channel, here, family, we want y'all to come in. We've gotten it down where we're pretty much troll free, meaning, you know, there's going to be some trolling here and there, but we're going to be patient as long as you acting like you got some sense. We watching out for the storytellers. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Our mission is to be troll free. People that come in with these elaborate stories. I'm in Georgia right now, but now I'm in California. I got a piranha, and you know I couldn't bring the piranha. I had a shark and a unicorn, but the I was in a plane crash and 10 people passed away, and I survived, and I just walked away. You know, when they just it's like a story that builds. A lot of times that's trolling. We like you to share your stories, but people then they turn around and start, they're not sensitive no more, they disrespectful. How you go from being traumatized to disrespectful? I don't understand. We have 13 likes and 7 watching. H-Town, I sent you a link. It is long attached form, long attached information is long. Okay, I'll go over that. Since 1937, they've had the Hatch Act. So that's to keep politics out of government agencies that are helping people that's supposed to be bipartisan, I'm assuming. Now, Farm Girl Rebels say, it's as old as dirt. That's a long time. Y'all the best. It is 1939. Ooh, that was, man. That's 30 years before I was born. Shipmate, stop showing me up. Shipmate, I'll be gentle. Okay. Now listen, Farm Girl say, wait, I don't have unicorns. Their horns are invisible. Yeah, you know, they come up with these. You ain't got to come, just give your story. You ain't got to come up with elaborate story. I'm noticing that the trolls coming in, oh, it's about to happen. I was standing in front of a train today. Don't do that because there's somebody that might be going through that. And we don't want to play with stuff like that. Then you act a fool after you get the attention. Some people can't handle attention. They lose their mind when so many people are listening to them. They ain't never been listened to before in their life. If you can't handle it, go sit down and just chill. Now, our channel is troll free. First, it's informative. Whether you like us or not, you can get the information. We like to be interactive, so you got to be respectful, and we really are protective over other individuals. Don't come in here making slick statements about people that are in the chat. And we're transparent. Now, did I not cover this here about Pastor Dougie, the Secretary of VA Doug Collins, saying that that we are victims if we file claims and we file for increase? And he just said, now after he said that months ago, now he's talking about cutting the funding and asking the Court of Veteran Appeals to stop those same claims and put them on pause. So it's like he was saying that before the shutdown, right? Didn't I cover that? I like being older now and grabbing less attention. It's freeing. Yes, as you get older, you want to, I listen. Some people think I'm tripping over the attention. This is encouragement for me. Y'all being here, when I don't see some of y'all, I miss y'all. When I don't see Alaska Nights, I miss her. When I don't see Dogface Soldier, I know people got a life. But what I appreciate about them, they still send me information. They still check in with me. Because y'all ain't gonna always be able to make it. But y'all mean so much to me. I'm letting you know that. My OB. Miss you. Love. You loved it. Your opinion counts here. Now, let me ask you this here. If you feel like your opinion doesn't count here, let me know. But if you do feel like it counts, why would you say that? Why do you feel that your opinion counts? And let us know why you feel your opinion don't count. And nobody's going to say have any problem with you saying you feel like it don't count, because we want to make it right if we can. Because somebody else might feel the same way you feel. I never punish people for being truthful. Please don't punish me. Do you feel your opinion counts here, and why? Or why not? Now, we went back to 6 p.m. because unless I let you know otherwise, we're going to have our live streams at 6 p.m. because people, we got to get in that bed early. And we're trying to keep it between 2.5 hours to 3 hours, and look like we're going to make it tonight. Please go back and watch the whole video where we talk about the different veteran populations. Okay. We might recap it. This is the contact information. If we would like to contact us, here we have our email at the bottom, htownvet, northside@gmail.com. We have our YouTube handle, htownvet, northside. So you have to put the letter in uppercase and lowercase as you see on the screen. We have our Cash App and our PayPal. Now listen to what it says. Giallo say, I have more victories than failures lately. That's why my opinion counts these days. Go ahead. Let's see what I say. Charleston say, I like H-Town, respects my opinion. It's wonderful. As a first time in years, I've gotten that. Well, I respect your opinion. It's so funny. When you came in, Charleston, you just like fell right in. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. I just could feel that you were just cool people coming in here and just being genuine. You didn't know exactly what was going on in the channel, but you took a chance. And I want to say that to y'all. I know I'm a little throwed off. I know I am. I know H-Town a little throwed off. But I care about y'all. All right. If you notice, I'm not vindictive toward people. I care about y'all. Even the trolls, I give them a chance and I block them, but I ain't got no hard feelings. You just got to go somewhere else because you got to show respect. You got to show respect. Now listen to what our sister Farm Girl Rebel say. Well, I like it here in this chat on this channel. This is the only one I really participating in regularly. Interaction is great. Why do you feel comfortable participating? What do you think that you can contribute? What do you hear that makes you want to respond? And Bionic Woman, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you, Brother Price, for showing up. Come on now. Now, our brother MG Smith said, H-Town, there's so much hate out there, and here there's nothing but love for each other. And when anybody try to come in, like they said on the movie Sinners, when they try, we in the juke joint, we having fun, spreading love, enjoying ourselves. When somebody try to come in, we want to say, well, hold on, we're going to check your paperwork. You saw what I did? Now that we got out the bad actors that was part of our group, now when new people come, as soon as they say something crazy, now we say, you know what, hey, what you mean by that? Tell me what you mean. And when they don't say nothing, I give them by 3 times. You know, I work in 3. I go and fold them up like a lawn chair and get them out the paint. Coming there talking about snips and stuff, unless you can explain what you meant. See, they'll say little statements that don't make sense to see if I catch it. At first, I didn't, because I didn't understand trolling. I do now. Farm girl say informative here. She say helpful, okay, and kind. She talking about me, y'all. She ain't talking about y'all. She talking only about me. Now I mess with y'all. Let's uplift each other. Come on now. I like it here as well. Franco, why do you like it here? What is it about the channel that sits right with you? Let us know. As long as the 33-week chat ban is not enabled, we try to look, we trying to keep it out. We try not to do that right now. Oh Lord. Now I might do 5 days, family. So I did say 5 days. Now Jay Oliver say it's a long distance back rub. Okay. And immediate blessing you when we have a mental or what they call it, a typographical sneeze. Yes. Now, family, man, y'all made my day. I'm probably going to recap with going over the information for those that weren't here. Here's the suggestion box. So, family, please give us any information, input you would like to do so. New releases that we have out. The one on, do it look like people that are targeting veterans read from a script? They all say the same thing and move the same way. 100% fast, easy, simple. Come on now. Guaranteed 100%. And watch our other video where we talking about why are so many people going away from VSOs and lawyers and going to these VA claim consultants or advisors. Watch our videos. Now, this is the after party, family. Whatever you got to say, we want to hear from you. You can talk. Go ahead. Any questions? Let us know how the weather is where you at, and particular what the temperature is. Let us know, family. While y'all are doing that, what I'm going to do is go over the information that we kind of went over earlier. Now, let's see. Now, Betty Bob says, H-Town, you always put out H-Town, you always put out informative information. It is pleasant being around other veterans. I apologize again for what I have done. Well, family, when you know better, you do better. And you listen, because kind of the deal is, if people want to make it right, throw a little money on the books, because money teach people. And I didn't have to tell sis came in there and throw some money on the books. Yeah, we don't hold no grudges, but we pay attention to what's going on. Because people don't think I would call names. For months, I tried not to call names, but at some point, but thank you, sister. You did it. Hey, that's what life is about. Love, growing pains. Y'all remember that show, Growing Pains? I love that. Now, Farm Girl Rep say 47 degrees, clear skies in northern Corn County. I think she's in Minnesota. Now, MG Smith says 55 degrees and rainy, Cooksville, Tennessee. Remember, this is what Charleston say. Remember, family, these troubles will pass. Just stay the course. Do not doubt yourself. Please don't. Encouraging words, brother. Now, My daughter's actually going to the gym. I hear the garage. Now, Jay Oliver says veteran holiday plan include a tent to talk to the public and veterans about benefits and military life. Okay. Give out pins and mini flags. Okay. Betty Bob say 47 degrees, H-Town. That was for your birthday. Okay. I forgot what that was for. Thank you. I spend it for my birthday. You can give it to me as Rev Mike say, give whatever you give. But I ain't doing no hustling over here. I'm on the straight now. Okay, that was your birthday gift. Okay, gotcha. That's for my birthday gift. But it's good that you be the person by getting stuff right. Family, we're gonna go over the information for those of you that weren't here. Clear and 42 degrees in Massachusetts. Now, family. And Jay Oliver say 77 in Dreary, Louisiana. I just like when people, they make amends and they honest about that. Okay, hey, I want to do right. And they do right. I don't like people that cut and run. That's cowardly. If you're going to do wrong and dirt, own up on it. Now, family, we're going to go over what we talked about, okay? And we're going to go over the information real quickly here. Vin Oliver say Madison, Alabama, 57 degrees and raining. Y'all be safe. It's been raining a lot down here. So we went over tonight, veteran population by state. In particular, what we were looking at. What are the top 10 veteran populated states? Anybody know what number one is? Tell them. Anybody that didn't answer know what number one is. Let's talk about it. So, as one state grows, another one might decline in this veteran population. What's the number one? It's changed. The top 10. Let's do it. She said, I wasn't here, but I guess it's Texas. Let's see. If you weren't here, go ahead and guess. Betty say Texas. Let's see. See what y'all remember. We quizzing y'all. Number one is Texas. It surpassed California. Now Texas has 1,408,010 veterans as of 2023. California has 1,355,920. Florida is in third place with 1,347,330. Now, those are the three. Yes, indeed. Now, I want to ask, who's number four, family? Those people that weren't here, let the people that weren't here answer first. But all y'all, MG Smith say, I was right a few weeks ago. I said Texas, but it wasn't verified then. Yeah, they finally verified it. Yes, Texas, California, and Florida. What's number four? What's the fourth state? You can put the initials. What's the state with the fourth largest veteran population? What state has the fourth largest veteran population? Let us know, family. Huh? She says VA. Betty Bob say VA. What state has the fourth largest veteran population? Put in the chat, please. Guess if you want to. After Texas, California, and Florida, who's next? And if you live in one of these states, put the state in the chat. Okay? Put live in the state. Like I live in Texas, so I put Texas, live in Texas. So Texas, I'm in. Anybody on 1 to 3? Anybody lives in California, Texas, or Florida? Now I say, I hope it's Tennessee number 4. You hope it's Tennessee? Let's see. Farm Girl Rep say, I have no clue, but I guess it's on the East Coast, perhaps VA. Let's see. We're going to see what's number 4. Family, that's why I say I get to keep y'all here. So, because people come in later, that's okay. MG Smith, I was saying that, but wrong. We're going to answer it now. Number 4. Bam, Pennsylvania. If you live in Pennsylvania, put Pennsylvania. Its population is over 500,000. It's actually 656,112 as of 2023. Now, where you live at? You live in any of these cities up here? Do you live in Philadelphia, Erie, State College? What is this here? Easton, Reading, Scranton. That's where they made the office. So if you're from PA, you're the 4th largest veteran population. So Charleston is from VA. What's the 5th largest veteran population? What state has the 5th largest veteran population? Put in the chat. Put 5 and what it is. Okay. Harrisburg is the capital. Okay. Did not know that. Now what's number 5, family? What state is the 5th largest, has the 5th largest veteran population? Guess if you want to. VA, it's got to be there somewhere. Let's see. Anybody else? What state has the 5th largest veteran population? Give you a couple of moments to say. Come on, family. I'm enjoying this. Y'all don't understand. This helps us because when you make decisions and you can inform other people of this information, because what got us as veterans, we didn't know about these benefits. We didn't know what states were more vet friendly or had the larger veteran population. We were so busy with life. Like Farm Girl Rebels say, as we get older, we have time to slow down and think about things. So Farm Girl Rebels say maybe New York, just by sheer population of the state. Okay, let's get to it. The state with the 5th largest veteran population is Virginia. So you said it at first. Say, got to be there somewhere. It has 637,971 as of 2023. MG Smith said Tennessee way down there like our Titans football team. Oh, I'm not going to laugh at you on that. What's number 6, family? What state has the 6th largest veteran population? You can guess. We just having fun. Just guess. I didn't know before I checked it. I didn't know. I had to do the article. As of 2023, this is what we're going by. Let us know. Anybody have any ideas? I'm going to go ahead and go with it. Let's go to number 6. Betty Bob say Ohio. Let's see. Number 6 is Ohio. Mike say Tennessee. I'll get it right eventually. Don't worry, we having fun. I didn't get it right. Farm Girl Rebel say Georgia. No, it's actually Ohio. Betty Bops was right. We did go with this earlier, though. She probably remember, maybe not. Because it's hard to remember. Number 6 is Ohio. It has 626,617 veterans in 2023. Come on now, family. Now let's go to what's number 7. What state say Ohio wasn't on my bingo card? Somebody said Ohio earlier. And y'all saying a lot of them. We might not have the order right, but y'all got it. What's number 7? What state has the 7th largest veteran population? I'm gonna give y'all a minute. I need to get that little dum 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 dum. Let us know what's number 7. What state? What's the 7th state that has the 7 largest? Let's see. Did we already do North Carolina? I don't know. Did we already do? I'm gonna say North Carolina. Bingo card. We've had to do bingo card. Yes, indeed. Which one is it, family? We got 10 more minutes, so we doing good. It's 2:20. Stand under. Yeah, you're right. North Carolina is number 7. Who got that right? Farm Girl Rebel got it right. North Carolina has the 7th largest veteran population with 618,846. Bingo. Bingo, Farm Girl Rebel. Jay hasn't started the actual play bingo yet. My hair is still too dark. What's the 8th largest? What state has the 8th largest veteran population? All right, got 2 more to go. 8, 9, and 10. That's 3. What state has the 8th? What's after North Carolina? What state do you think is after North Carolina? Okay. We already did North Carolina. Yeah, you right then. Going back to Georgia. So what state is after number 7? So you're going to say Georgia, Farm Girl Rebel. We're just having fun. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't forgot. Oh, Lord, I didn't forgot. MG Smith say South Carolina. Okay, Georgia, South Carolina. Let's see. Georgia. Ooh. Betty say New York. I had to call family. Sorry about that. Now, so whoever said Georgia, Farm Girl was right again. Good one. Betty about to say New York. Now listen, folks, I have to, let me see what I say. I have to beg off. Been sick all day. Staring at the computer screen is making me ill. I'm listening. Okay, just listen. We want you to feel better. Get your rest, okay? You're important to us. What's the 9th state with the 9th largest veteran population? Coastie say Georgia. Coastie right too. What state have the? Let me clear my throat, family. I had to clear my throat. Everybody wish like you're doing, wish Farm Girl Rebel well because our health is important. He say never disturb those elder church bingo ladies playing bingo. They don't mess around. Seriously. No, they don't. Go over there and mess with their bingo chips and see what happened to you. They might put that cane to you. Now, Charlton say, feel better, Farm Girl. So does Coastie. Number 10, we ain't got the 10 yet. What's number 9? What state has the ninth largest veteran population? What's number 9? Let us know. Guess at it. Let us know, fam. Major Boomer says, hope you're feeling better, farm girl. Yes, indeed. Number 9, Illinois. Let's see. What y'all say, fam? About to go at it. So I go with Illinois. Number 9 is New York. New York has the 9th largest veteran population. Many of you was mentioning New York. And it has 607,728 in the year of 2023. So Betty Boston then with Illinois. I think you close though. Now, number 10, what state has the 10th largest veteran population? Y'all let us know. And I hope these slides are appealing and I try to switch them up that they don't become mundane. So, I take time when I come up with these things on my own, editing them and putting them into place. Number 10, Betty Bob's going with Illinois. I think, what else? What's number 10, family? Who guessed? What y'all guess? Let's see. Betty Bob say number 10 is Illinois. The city of Chicago in Illinois. Let's see. Number 10 is Illinois. Then Mike went with Illinois too. Illinois. They have, it has the 10th largest veteran population with 493,667. Yes, indeed, family. Y'all were right. Now, we're going to give a bonus, okay? What state, we're going to put one extra on that. What state have the 11th largest veteran population? So we're going to do an honorable mention. All right? What state comes after Illinois? That's number 11 when it comes to the veteran population. What state you think is number 11? Vin Olive say Alaska. Mike say, I sure hope it's Tennessee. Betty Bob say Alaska. What do y'all say? Anybody else have any guess? We're going to reveal it now. The state with the 11th largest veteran population is Washington State. It has 486,714. All right. I want to make sure. Now, I want to ask you this here. What state has the highest percentage of veterans? Meaning, it may not have many, it may have a lot of veterans. What state has the highest percentage? Like 1 out of every 10 every 10 person in that state is a veteran. 1 out of every 10, or 12 out of every 1 out of every 10, or 2 out of every 10. What state has the largest percentage of veterans? Charleston say Alaska. Let's see. Let's see. Alaska's high percentage that has the highest percentage of veterans, 12.2%. It don't have as many people in the state. Somebody might MG Smith said Texas. Better about say Vermont. Now, what state has the smallest veteran population? What state has the smallest veteran population? It's one of the smallest states. It's one of the smallest populated states. Hence, it's on the East Coast. Betty Bob say Vermont. He said Ship May, sorry again. Rose City D say Rhode Island. Let's see, family. See, we want this thing to be interactive. We just made 2 hours and 30 minutes. We just about done. We doing good. Let us know. Well, it gotta be Tennessee. I hear you, MG Smith. Tennessee. Now let's see what state is the smallest veteran population. Is Vermont. Now, the Washington D.C. is not a state, but it is like a city, and they have 20,481. But Vermont has the smallest veteran population with 34,076. Tennessee is like number 14, MG Smith. So yeah, it's about, as far as largest, it's not 11, but it's 14. So I'm messing with you. Okay, I don't know. I didn't mean to put y'all personal thing up there. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to put that. Now, bonus. How many veterans are there in the United States? How many veterans? It's in the million, remember. There's 1.4 million in Texas. So it's more than 5 million. It's more than 5 million. So I'll give that hint. More than 5 million. How many veterans are there in the United States? Give us a number. Guess at it. Coach say Washington. You was correct about Washington State, brother. 1.7 million, 9 million. Okay, getting warmer, getting warmer. How many veterans are there in the United States? Not overseas, United States. And I'm going to go show you. Oh, we're going to get to that in a second. Y'all can keep putting how many it is. Now, these are the states, these are the states that if you're retired military, and you get, you don't have to pay taxes on your military retirement in that state. But keep telling us. So states like that have no income taxes: Alaska, Florida, Nevada, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, D.C. Not Washington, D.C., Washington State, and Wyoming. Let me ask you, if you you weren't able to live in the state you're in, which one of these states would you move to? Put the number, or you can put the acronym. So I would move, if I wasn't living in Texas, I would go to number 6, which is Tennessee, or I would go to, what's the other one I like? Florida, number 2. All right, I will go to those 2. Now let's see what y'all have here. Somebody say 9,600,000. Betty Bob. Betty Bob say she would go to Florida and number 7, Texas. She come to my home state. Farm girl say South Dakota. She love it because she got all those animals. She would love that. How far is South Dakota from you, sis? H-Town would go to Tennessee or Florida. Now, J. Oliver would go to Washington State or Wyoming. Beautiful places. Yeah, Washington State or Wyoming, okay. Betty Bob say Florida or Texas. And Coastie say Vermont. It's not on here, but he'll go to Vermont. They got the smallest veteran population up there. He said he go to Vermont. He likes small states. Now, Farm Girl Rebel say South Dakota border is just under 3 hours. Wow, so y'all bordered the state, okay. And stay inside the house. Why are you going there to these beautiful places and staying inside the house, brother? Let's see what the veteran population is here. So we're dealing with the demographics of veterans. There are 18.3 million veterans in the United States. 18.3 million. Now, I want to ask y'all another question. What percentage of that 18.3 million, you ain't got to give the number, just say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60%. What percentage is female? What percentage of all veterans is female? Give a percent. 3%, 18%, 50%. What percentage of the U.S. Armed Forces are female veterans? Let us know. And I think this is so 1.8%. Betty Bob says, is that your final answer? Okay. Do you want a lifeline? Let us know, fam. MG Smith said 30%. Okay, we're getting there. Come on. Tell us more. What percentage of the U.S. Armed Forces, all branches of the military, are female? I got to put my glasses back on now. Look, I got my glasses off. Y'all see? Am I as ugly without the glasses? Let me cover up some of this ugly. Now listen. Nowadays it's probably a lot more than when I was, so I say around 15%. Okay. She say depending on the branch, final answer 26%. Is that your final answer? Betty Bob say 40%. Come on, fam. I want y'all. This is one of the last questions. So I want y'all to answer. What percentage of the female is going to be the male or female? We just going, with those two genders. That's what the study does. What percentage are female in the military? Anybody else have any final answers? Because we're about to reveal it now. And thanks to all of you that have served, male, female, whatever your orientation is, we love all of you. And thank you for being committed to the country. You understand? You family. Betty Bob say 10%. She said 40%. She gonna get there. Is 10% your final answer? She say final answer. What's your final answer? You can put a FA for final answer. Come on, family. What's your final answer? Because we're about to reveal it. My MOS opened up to women without restrictions less than a year before I joined. So very few women. Okay. Here we go, family. The percentage of women in the military is 11% in 2025, according to a Pew Research study. If it changed, I'll let you know. Different studies say different things. Oh. Now, I want to ask you this here. Most veterans are from what era? Vietnam era, World War II era, Gulf War era, what era? Not saying they served over there, but you was in during that time. Which one is it? Betty for the win. Somebody, look, somebody said 15%. Farm Girl, she came, her finance was different, but you got close. And I think Betty got close. She say 10%. Yeah, Betty won. She was close. Betty won. Yes, she won. Okay, Gulf War era. Let's see. She say Gulf War era. Most veterans of the Gulf War era. The largest veteran population, remember that's 18.3 million. 7.9 million of those served in the Gulf War era. And MG Smith said Vietnam. As time go on, unfortunately, they're getting older and many are passing away, and you have so many Gulf War era includes not just Desert Storm, it includes, IOF and different Afghanistan, all that. 1985, security had the first lady graduate with me. Law enforcement already had some. Okay. Man, I remember one of the ladies I was at the VA with, she was one of the first ones to be a parachuter in the 70s. She jumped out of planes. I couldn't jump out of nobody's plane. I cried like a baby. I don't want to jump out of no plane. Now, Forum Girl say, yes, Jay, it was just open. Interesting times. Yeah, because I know they was, it wasn't as, it was a little different back then. Family, did we put out quality information today? That's the first thing I want to ask. Did we put out quality information? Let us know this information, how you feel about it, and was it necessary to know things like this? So did we answer the question, family? And the question is, yes, maybe no. Did we tell you the top 10 states for top 10 veteran populated states? Did we answer the question? And we're going to get ready to leave. Yes or no? Did we answer the question? The second time we answered, but some of you wasn't here because it wasn't but a few people here earlier, but y'all came on in. Yes or no? Did we answer? And we're going to be starting at 6 p.m. when we can. So keep your notifications on. They were upset. I was the honor grad. They were pushing for the lady to win, but nah, little mama, that award was mine. So he said, we answered the question. Thank you so much. Let us know when you were in the military, some of the first women to join. Because I one of the first women on the Navy ship. When did that happen? Farm Girl Rebel said, yes, I answered the question. Betty Bob said the question has been answered. Then Charleston say there were first carrier, Coral lady, Navy pilot in 1980, John F. Kennedy, CV 67. I saw them too. I know that got to make you proud. You know what I'm saying? I got it later, Jay. Yes. Now, you were one of the few women in your MOS. Wasn't that right, Farm Girl? MG Smith said, yes, it was verified information. Thank you. Thank you. We want to bring quality to what we do. So, family, I just thank y'all for being so incredible. And we were able to deal with the topic. And this is our goal. That's why we put this information out. We're not playing here. Awesome, Farm Girl Rebel. Family, we've been in here 2 hours and 43 minutes. So let's say good night. And I appreciate y'all for showing up. And family, we're doing this here because it's the right thing. This information will be transferred down to other generations if the channel is up then. You understand? Because this is... She said, I was and ate up little Maggie. LOL. Boy, military, people don't understand. If you're not military, we talk trash in the military. All these women were young, beautiful women in the military, and they out there, they had to rough it with the guys. They had to handle it. Family, listen what Betty Bob say. Family, I enjoyed your company. Have a great week. And thank you for that birthday gift, Betty Bobs. Any final statements, goodbyes, let us know. You get your rest, and we love you, Farm Girl Rebel. We love you, Betty Bobs. And y'all take care. Betty Bob's family, enjoyed your company. Have a great week. Yes, we'll see y'all on Thursday. I'll let you know the time, whether it's going to be 6 or 7 o'clock. It depends on whether, I have to pick my daughter up or not. Farm Girl Rebel say, good night, everyone. Do you feel the love in here? H-Town, have a beautiful week from Betty Bob. You too. No, you are the sweet one. Now, Major Boomer, y'all don't know how good I feel. He one of my day ones. Him. Alaskan Ice. Benny. I want to say Madre or Rose City D. Man. But all y'all here been with me for a while. I like to thank my new people, Franco, for coming here. He said, don't make it no 3 months again. I won't. And we had that wonderful Lioness of Videography. That's my a Black American sister, my FBA sister, Foundation of Black America. I love her, and I thank her for coming and check. And different Jay, I want to say Ray, he come in. They follow me from other channels, and I appreciate y'all for being a part, even though you may or may not be veterans. Thank you for your kindness. Jay Oliver say, I know we had to fight to get our benefits. Good night. We can handle this. We gonna handle this. Charleston say, good night, shipmate family. Yes, indeed. Vin Olive said, good night. MG Smith said, H-Town, good night in the family. And Coach say, good night, family. This means so much to me. Y'all just don't know. This is my purpose in life. This means something to me here. Y'all are important. I'm telling y'all this here. Huh? Y'all just don't know, man. This is all right with me. Thank y'all for lifting my spirits. I wasn't feeling too really bad today, but just being around like minds means so much. And family, I want to thank y'all for coming, joining us. We got 10 people in here. Anybody else want to say good night? Because I'm saying good night to all of y'all. We covered the topic, veteran population by state. We actually went over the top 11, and we covered the state with the smallest veteran population, which was Vermont. So, family, I want to thank you for joining us. We've been here 2 hours and 47 minutes. I want you to get your rest, Farm Girl Rebel, and get off this computer. Thank you, Major Boomer. Tell Frog Princess we miss her, and we wish her well in school, and we wish your family good health. And thank you all, Jay Oliver, Charleston, Vin Olive, MG Smith, Coasting. Thank you. Oh, I got to go through the names, family. Betty Bobs. Ooh, y'all can go if you got to leave. Go ahead and go, but I'm just got to put it out there because start calling names. Rose City D, thank you. Thank you so much. Jay Oliver, thank you. Thank you, my brother. Franco, thank you so much. One of our new subscribers, we thank you. Bionic Woman, we thank you for being here tonight. You mean so much to us. And for those that weren't able to make it, they may watch this recorded. Thank you so much. Because we all here trying to lift each other up. Y'all don't know. When I started out, y'all just don't know. Y'all people that's here now, y'all came in at the right time. Because, when the trolls start cutting up, y'all new people came in, the people that was here from the beginning that helped me start this thing. Thank you so much. Y'all just don't know how much you mean to me. I mean that from my heart. And Betty Box was the first one in the chat. So I want to say good night to the family, and we'll see you on the next one.